by Professor Shinde ji, DNA, a genetic messenger for human ascension. Yes, sir, we can hear you, Shinde ji. We can hear you, but we can't see you. 1 minute. Your video is not on, sir. We can hear you. You can start if you're ready to start.
You're disconnected.
He is there, sir, over here. I can see him. His name is there. Please wait. We are all waiting for Shindiji to join again. He has been disconnected. Just please wait. Please wait. We are all waiting. Please wait. Yes, sir. You can start, sir. Are you speaking, sir? We can't hear you. Sir, you're muted. You're muted yourself.
On my laptop, it is not started yet.
I have opened this now.
What, sir? Yes, sir. You're visible, audible, everything. You can start.
No, but in laptop it is opening something. It is showing.
Now, sir,
going on.
mobile is okay.
Mobile is okay, but it is not enlarging. Something. You connect. It is connecting. Laptop is connecting somehow.
You rotate your laptop. Yes.
No, but I am not.
Yes, now it is okay. Don't
1 minute.
Return back to original position, sir.
Zoom meeting is not responding in laptop. It is showing. Close the
Sir,
program.
sir, forget all that. You are visible and audible. You can start your lecture. We can record the program. Don't turn it anymore. You turned it again, sir. Don't turn it back, sir.
No,
Keep
I
it like
want
this,
to.
sir.
Yes,
Keep it like
yes,
this.
yes, that is right. Remove your finger. Yes. Now, okay.
But I have left it on the laptop. Anyway, I don't know why it is so. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, I will see. But my laptop is not starting. Why it is taking time? Again, it has gone. Can I start?
Yes, please.
I am starting on mobile. Let us see how when. Okay. Well, last time we have discussed about the DNA and its connection with our brain and mind, how important it is on our spiritual development. I don't go into that detail. Now, today in part second, we can deal with the human genome. This HGP, Human Genome Project, is nothing but the mapping the entire human genome, which was completed in 2003. But 13th June 2024 is the landmark of global scientific effort to generate first 4 main uses of this human genome project, and those are in bioarchaeology, anthropology, evolution, and human migration. So whatever sequencing we have done, entire genome of the human being, It helps in identification of the complete human genome, creating genome sequence database to store the data, taking care of the legal, ethical, and social issues that project may pose. And the last one, we have found 3 billion base pairs. If one base pair changes, the entire variation or mutation we can see. So there are 3 billion base pairs are found. Besides this, when we are studying the genetics and especially DNA, somebody asked me a question, what about the fingerprints? Are they inherited? Are they connected with the DNA? Actually, we know how DNA is unique, helpful for identification for each individual. In the same manner, fingerprints are also unique, but they are not inherited through DNA. That is what it is found. Patterns are formed under the guidance of, not under the guidance of our DNA, but surprisingly, they do not match those of our parents or ancestors. No other part of body regenerates except these fingerprints. So the whole mutation, this uniqueness of identity is really found in both fingerprints as well as DNA. That is what I want to show here. And secondly, last time one slide I shown how much length is of DNA. It goes up to the plateau and comes back. So whatever distance is there to and fro to the plateau, that much long coiled DNA is packed in our nucleus of each cell. Biological research of human genome, especially projects, human genome projects and NASA cosmic distance matrix, they have found a gram of DNA can store 215 petabytes. That means more than everything on our YouTube. This is the distance of DNA. Now we can project the slide of the life tree, because before that, do you have that slide, projection? Yeah, life tree. Not this one.
Last time concluded from there.
The second part, you don't have a?
No, you whatever given to me, this one?
These all are shown once, not last time. You just show me, not this one. Next. This also last time we have shown. This also. This is where we finish. This is the life tree. See this life tree. DNA is our book of life, light of life, or tree of life. I am dealing today with 4 parts.
Recording in progress.
So now laptop has started. 1 minute. Yes. Am I audible now? Now I close this. Again, it is gone. Hello?
You open video,
Sorry.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now
Yeah.
I have opened.
Uh,
Now it's all right, no?
yes, sir.
It is on laptop and I am comfortable with this.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go now like this. So I am dealing today with 4 parts. So please listen carefully. The first part, I am dealing with the tree of life. Second part, I am dealing with the activation of 12 strands of DNA. Third part, how DNA relates with our ancient Gotras. And the fourth point, welcome from 3-dimensional Earth to 4-dimensional Earth. So these are very important aspects which are occurring right from this July 2025. So let me say deoxyribonucleic acid. The name itself is DNA. D means deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid is the full form of the DNA. Deo means God, oxy means breath, and ribo means master, nucleic means center, and acid means chemical reaction or fire of spirit. So breath of God, master, and center of my fire is DNA. So the universe is vibrant with life. As we say, oh hidden life vibrant in every atom. So the DNA serves as a denominator and connection to the divine within. God lives in nature, giving life to the trees, the animals, residing universally in all living things. Even our organs are alive and can heal themselves in a healthy and accommodating environment because of this DNA. So if we taught to the children that the same DNA, same genome is present in everyone, or this DNA is Akka or God, lives in everything, but still we are not properly educated, we are in the illusion. The concept of junk DNA is evolving as we learn more about the complexities of our genome. Only about 1 to 5% of our DNA is responsible for encoding proteins. And non-coding DNA might play a role in gene regulation, influencing when and how genes are to be expressed. Some non-coding DNA may be remnants of ancient genes or ancient viruses, providing insight into our evolutionary history. So this concept of junk DNA is nowadays evolving, and as we learn more about the complexities of our genome, our common genetic heritage, then we more understand how it has shared experiences, emotions, and vulnerability for humanity, its interconnectedness. If we recognize our genetic similarities, that can foster empathy, compassion, sense of global citizenship. So it is true that there is diversity within unity. When we say unity in diversity. There is diversity within unity. While our genomes are largely identical, individual variations highlight the beauty of diversity within our shared human genome. This understanding helps us towards empathy and compassion. Recognizing our shared humanity can encourage kindness and understanding. Even global unity, appreciating our genetic oneness, that can inspire a sense of global responsibility and cooperation. These are the important facts why we are studying the DNA. And if we really understand the genome is one, then we can also understand how it helps to realize the spiritual kinship. Next slide, we can focus the tree of life. It is a key concept in Kabbalah. See this right side, there are 10 circles. The upper 3, then 4, then again lower 3, all these, how they are connected with the right and left brain, that last time we discussed. How it is connected to the Ida, Pingala, and our, all this slide itself is self-explanatory. But I am more concerned with that tree of life, because it is very difficult to understand. Many times we go to that tree of life, not this one, whatever you have projected, this one you keep it like this. And here on the right side, there are 10 circles, spheres. These are consisting of interconnected spheres. And this is the concept of tree of life, which is a key concept of Kabbalah, and its anthropomorphic interpretation. We can see this in a different way. I can explain you, just look at that upper 3 circles. Upper 3 circles are will, wisdom, and love, what we say. And then down is 4. These 4 are actually the buddhic body, atmic body, astral body, and mental body. And finally, lower 3 are the astral body, mental body, and all. If we go directly like this, lower one is the physical body, which is 3-dimensional. Second one is the vital body, which is 4-dimensional. Then 2 from the below, right and left. These are the astral and mental bodies, which are 5-dimensional. Then the central yellow one is the causal body. And the next 2, that red and blue, these are the strength and mercy, more concerned with the atmic body, which is 6-dimensional. And going above, we can see 2 big one. These are the 7th dimension or 0 dimension. This can be understood as the upper 3, will, wisdom, and love. But it is also, the upper one is Dharmakaya, and the left one is Nirmanakaya, and the right one is Sambhogkaya. This is what description I read. It is very important to understand how this tree of life is connected with our all bodies, all 7 principles. When we are studying the 12 standard DNA, then they may be connected with this Gnostic teaching, or Buddha nature, or Buddha or Maitreya nature. how we can achieve that crown. So the next slide shows a different aspect. Oh, please, next slide. This is again, we know yin and yang, male and female. We have realized now that one's own energy channels connect to the resonating channels in others. Thus, a negative or positive channels the energy in another, same energy in the another. So our task is not to heal toxic people, but our task is to heal for ourselves that what connected us to them. So your body not only rejects food, but it also rejects the energy. If your body starts rejecting some places, if you feel not to stay here, if it starts rejecting places, if it starts rejecting people or things, then trust to that whisper and listen to it. That is what we have realized now, that one's own energy channels connect to the resonating channels, to the person, to the things, to the surrounding. That is what I want to focus with this. Next slide is the frequencies. It is very important. DNA not only reacts to, but can be repaired with certain frequencies. And this is why music is good medicine. So when you listen to the music, when you absorb into that music, when you become one with that music, that frequencies certainly repair our junk DNA. It is said 174, frequency 174 removes the pain, frequency 285 influences the energy field, 396 liberates you of fear or guilt, 417 facilitates change, 432 miracle tone of nature, 528 repairs DNA, 639 hertz heals relationships, 741 awakens intuition, 852 attracts soul tribe, and 963 connects with the light and spirit. This is what last time our brother Ganesh Kumar asked about the permanent atoms. So this is how permanent atoms are related with our DNA and vibrations. People enter your path based on vibration. And the permanent atoms have stored those vibrations. So each atom has got a hidden vibration. So people enter with you, with your family, based on vibration, even leave you based on vibration. They find you based on vibration. They travel in and out of your road based on vibration. Trust this divine unfolding of your journey. This is what the frequency plays an important role. Here we finish the part 1 of the today's talk. Then we will go to the part 2, that is the 12 standard DNA. It is important and new one. For me also it is new one, because we don't teach in our texts about the DNA, only 2 standard DNA we teach. So before explaining 12 standard DNA, next slide, I think 12 standard DNA is there.
Sir, it is not given to me.
It's okay. If it is not there, it's okay. Then we'll tell about this 12 strand DNA. Let me tell you DNA molecule which you studied in your classrooms. Last two-stranded DNA was focused. That slide is there. You have that slide? Last, that coil, helix structure.
Nice, Dishan sir.
No, last time what we focused, the DNA molecule. Yeah, it's okay if it is not there, all right. They have already studied. Go back, again back, again back. This one. No, not this one, this one. See this DNA. This 12 standard, what we are speaking, let me tell you about the two strands of DNA. These are the two strands. One is clockwise, the other is anti-clockwise, and they are down two strands. Both are complementary to each other, and they are continuously replicating. But DNA exists in 4 different forms, named aDNA, bDNA, cDNA, ddNA, and even zDNA. So DNA can exist different because the number of base pairs per turn of DNA helix, the pitch or angle between each base pair, the helical width or diameter of DNA molecule, and the handiness, right or left, of the double helix. So here I would like to say aDNA is a left-handed DNA, occurs in an environmental richer in sodium and less of water. Its chains are twisted in left-handed turns. It is bulkier than bDNA, which has 11 base pairs per turn and a diameter is 23 angstrom. So only in short, I can tell you, right-handed DNA is aDNA, left-handed DNA is bDNA. If we remember, A and B, they are twisted clockwise and anti-clockwise. And the ddNA is only with 8 base pairs per turn, and it is more of less similar to cDNA. But zDNA or left-handed DNA has also been detected in living cells using specific antibodies. The backbone of the strands follow a zigzag course. Hence, the name is zDNA. It has complete helix of 45 angstrom. So this is what I want to tell about the DNA, because the base pairs are, the nucleic base pairs of DNA are 4, guanine, thymine, cytosine, adenine, all these, and how these are connected that we have studied. Now I want to go to the 12-strand DNA, how it can be activated. That is what I want to focus, and why I have selected this topic of DNA, because the 12 strands of DNA are the spiritually representation of the full potential of human consciousness. It is multidimensional being in the physical body. The humans have only 2 DNA strands that are read by our textbooks in biology. However, esoterically and metaphysically, there are 10 additional strands stored in the energy layer or body of light, which are connected directly to the soul consciousness, etheric body, and also cosmos or galactic memory and divine resource. So each DNA strand has a specific function in relation to higher level of awareness. For example, strand 1 and 2, they are relating to the physical aspects which we study in our classrooms. And they are related with the survival in the material world. This is the thread that is active in almost all human beings. But the third and fourth threads related to emotional and awareness of interpersonal relationships start to open up when someone heals the inner wound. 3 and 4, more concerned with the emotions. Then 5 and 6 strands, they unlock our intuition, communication with the subtle dimensions, and the ability to understand the symbols of the universe. Then 7 and 8 stand, they are connecting consciousness with the dimensions of soul origin, including connection to star families or galactic origin. Then strands 9 and 10, DNA strands, they bring high-level manifestation abilities and natural healing powers from the body of light. And 11 and 12, uniting all consciousness into Buddha consciousness, Christ consciousness, or Krishna consciousness, or pure consciousness. So this 11 and 12 strands are concerned with this pure consciousness, bringing man into one condition with the universe and divine source. Why I am dealing with this? Because full active of 12 DNA strands have got important significance. If the 12 strands are fully active, what occurs, you know? Spiritual awakening of individual occurs, but also the transformation of reality, especially the human will. When we say, let our will be the divine will, so that happens when all the 12 strands DNA are activated. Then we are able to see across dimensions, that is, we are expanding our consciousness into space and eternity. So we can see across dimensions and time. We can communicate directly with natural consciousness, light entities, and higher dimensions. Even we have accessing knowledge from past and future. Even we remember galactic memory. Then radiating healing frequencies through intention and sound. And finally, creating reality through alignment of mind and heart. Again, synchronizing of mind and heart, which we practice in our meditation. So these all are helpful to activate all the 12 strands of DNA. So experiencing a sense of peace, unconditional love, deep connectedness to all beings. The question is how to activate 12 DNA stands, not with external logic or technology, but by opening high frequency pathways within consciousness. Again, we come to the teaching of Theosophy. Enlightenment comes from within. So it has to come from within to activate all this. So DNA activation is not a goal, but a conscious process of becoming a whole human that is aware of itself as part of the source. When all DNA strands are active, life changes not because the outside world changes, but because the consciousness that sees the world is no longer the same, the entire outlook changes. This is what I want to tell about the 12 stranded DNA. Then we'll talk, that is about the 1 minute. Gotras. It is again interesting. We know our Gotras. It is really a little bit our religious fact. This is about identity of DNA and Gotra. This is deep-rooted Indian wisdom that does not force but silently guides. Gotra concept, it silently guides. You don't have to believe it. You just need to remember your Gotra. DNA or Gotra is not your past. It is your password to future wisdom. So, it is better to unlock it before the next generation forgets it. The Gotra is also your role in the cosmic puzzle. It is ancient Indian DNA science. Each rishi did not just do meditation, he had a duty to the cosmos. We believe in the hierarchies, they are guiding the humanities, and we know rishis. Each rishi, he meditate. It is his duty to the cosmos. Some rishis focus on healing the body. Some rishis focus on decoding the stars. Some are focusing on protecting the dharma. Some on building the systems of justice. Like this, we have shastras also. Ayurvedic Shastra, astrology, Niti Shastra, Nyaya Shastra, all these Shastras, how they came? Because of this meditation of the rishis. So your DNA or your Gotra holds the echo of that purpose. When we have studied the vibrations, then that echo of Gotra, that holds the purpose. If you are feeling empty in life, maybe it's because you have forgotten your role in cosmic play. It is said in Hindu tradition, find your Gotra, you will find your role. This is not about religion, this is about identity. Even if someone is atheist, spiritual, but not religious, confused about rituals, Gotra still matters. Gotra is not your surname, it is your spiritual DNA. Your Gotra means which rishi's mind you are connected to. Not by blood, but by thought, energy, frequency, and knowledge. Every Hindu is spiritually traced back to Rishi or says that Rishi is your intellectual ancestor, his wisdom, his mental pattern, his inner frequency all flows through. In Theosophy, we study it as the rays. Each ray, there is one master, and we belong to one ray to develop, and that ray master will guide us. So every Gotra comes from a Rishi, a supermind, you can say. Rishi means. Let us say you are from Vasishtha Gotra. One example. That means your ancestral Rishi was Vasishtha Maharshi. The same sage who guided Lord and even King Dasharatha. Same way, Bharadwaj Gotra, you are linked to the sage who wrote huge parts of Vedas and trained warriors and scholars. So there are about 49 main Gotras, each linked to rishis who were astronomers, healers, warriors, mantra masters, or nature scientists. Why elder forbid same Gotra marriage? The question is asked like this. And in ancient India, Gotra was used to track genetic lines. Gotra travels through the male line, meaning sons carry the Rishi line forward. Gotra system, ancient Indian DNA science. Gotra also connected with your mental program. Let us make this personal. Some people are born thinkers. Some have deep spiritual hunger. Some feel peaceful in nature. Some are natural leaders or truth seekers. So, your mental programming is connected with the Gotra. Why? Because your Gotra Rishi's mind still shaping your natural instincts. It is like your mind is still tuned to the Rishi's signal. The way he thought, the way he felt, prayed, taught. If your Gotra is of a warrior Rishi, you will feel courage. It is from a healing Rishi. You may love Ayurveda or medicine. This is not a coincidence. This is deep programming. This is what we are studying. Deeper and deeper ancient wisdom. Gotra was once used to customize education. Your Gotra is like a forgotten password to your soul. It is today's term. We remember as Wi-Fi password, email logins. All these we remember, but we forget the most ancient password, our Gotra. That one word can unlock a whole stream of ancestral knowledge, even mental habits, karmic memories, even your spiritual weaknesses and strengths also. It is not just a label. It is a key. You either use it or lose it. Women don't lose their Gotra after marriage. They preserve it silently. Many people believe women change their Gotra after marriage, but ancient wisdom says it remains subtle. It is there in rituals like Shraddha or all that Tarpana. We make use of these Gotras. Now, last part, I think still time is there. I am dealing with the last part now. This 225 year, if you combine 2 plus 2 plus 5, it comes 9. 9 is the threshold or it is a terminal. It is an evolutionary symptom. We can see rather evolutionary shifts are taking place in this year, and it is more speedily going from July 2025 to February 2026. This period is a moving period, and Theosophical Society also celebrating its 150th year in this period. So in all humanity, shift is seen fast in body, mind, total energy field. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed with anxiety. Our body gets fatigued to feel the sorrow of plane crash, and therefore not fully grounded in this reality. So this DNA ascension of consciousness topic that is taking us from 3-dimensional to 4-dimensional to 5-dimensional, from earth 3-dimensional to the 4-dimensional to the 5-dimensional. It goes, the 3-dimensional is the 3-dimensional association. Then in 4-dimensional, we become mixed state gateway. And in 5th dimension, we find unity consciousness. In the same manner, in 3-dimensional earth, we are selfish, service to self. But in 4th dimension, we become conscious being, and in the 5th dimension, aligning with the divine. This is what it is happening now. From 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension, moving, quick moving. From duality to expanding consciousness to the heart-centeredness. From polarization, then from polarization, challenging the old belief systems and moving towards service to others. From controlling attitude to seeking answers and to the high frequencies. From ruling to understanding to authenticity. This is what we are moving. From materialism to awareness to a flow state. From linear thinking to more compassion towards abundance. Our fear, lower emotions, aligning with purpose and source information. From fear-based programming to right remembrance to unconditional sharing. From cause and effect influence to synchronicity to guided, supported co-creator. So finally, we move from dense, slow, heavy, 3-dimensional earth to more connected and to universal knowledge. This is what it is said. Rest in peace. That is 3-dimensional earth, Gaya. And welcome new 5-dimensional earth, Gaya. So the first wave already has come. The first wave did not arrive like thunder, but it came like whisper. Its purpose was to awaken the who are awakened. Those who volunteered long ago to guide humanity during the dimensional shift. This includes spiritual leaders, light workers, the 13 flames, and many who carry Atlantean and Lemurian or essence memories. This is what we are moving towards, the new civilization. You have felt the first wave. How you feel the first wave? By heightened sensitivity, intuition, or telepathy. Those who answered the call during this first wave often experienced a deep inner initiatory path in service and with very few physical confirmations. But their frequency began shifting the collective field, laying the groundwork for what comes next. Then when we receive the second wave, it is mass heart awakening flash. Most likely in late 2025 into early 2026. Purpose is activate the second wave souls. Those are low frequencies, fear, separation, control, illusion, and ego. So these are the factors which we are connected with these. This polarization is pushing everything into clarity. You may hear it described as we just now described, how it is from 3D to 5D, from 3D Earth to 5D Earth, Gaia. Awakened versus asleep. So unity consciousness versus duality consciousness. Real world signs of Earth's frequency polarization. People living side by side are experiencing completely different realities. Truth is rising, but so is chaos, distortion, and deception also. Time feels distorted. Some feel things are speeding up, others stuck in loops. Systems and structures, government, religion, health, etc., are cracking or collapsing. Nature is responding, whether ships, animals. This polarization is consequence of a collective awakening. As higher light coats the entire Earth via solar flares, cosmic alignments, and grid upgrades. Anything that is not in resonance with love or truth gets exposed. It is like turning on a bright light in a room that's been in the dark for centuries together. So, brothers and sisters, Earth is rising. You get to choose if you rise with the Earth. But it is also predicted by 2030, it will become harder to recalibrate. By 2032, almost it becomes hard. There is a choice for all of us to make right choice. And therefore, in this slide, I have written like this: it is my book of life, my life, my choices, my mistakes, my lessons, not your business. Mind your own problems before you talk about mine. My life is not your story to share. This is how it teaches us the self-reliance. It may not appear authentic or scientific. Science communities has not yet accepted this 12 standard DNA. But I am connecting this to what we have studied in Theosophy, how it can be related to our ancient teaching, Gotras, etc. So I tried my level best to put before you these four important facts, especially the tree of life, then activating 12 strands of DNA, how DNA relates with the ancient Gotras, and how we can welcome the new future and new civilization. I must express thank you to all of you who attended this. It is something sight into new thinking or out of box thinking. We are going towards really golden age, or we can say new civilization. Thank you, Vimalji, for giving this cooperation, and also I am happy that my laptop started, so I am comfortable now. Thank you to all of you. If any queries are there, we can ask.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. I have one question, sir. Regarding this 12 stranded DNA, this other strands are also physical strands, or they are in another like they are not physical?
No.
They are
Yes. The other strands, what we have studied is there is a junk DNA. That itself indicates we know only 2 strands. And there is a junk DNA which is not active. And now we are thinking of these 12 strands. There are 12 strands, and each strand has got its role to shift, to make a human being a whole human being. That is what we are focusing.
there are 22 pairs of DNA in a normal human being. What is the junk DNA? I don't understand that.
No.
What does it mean?
Junk DNA means active DNA and non-active DNA.
Okay.
You see, the pairs, some of the pairs are active, and according to the environmental condition, some genes are active in India, some genes are active in America, some genes are active in Australia. So this race difference is there, and then that combination is taking place. The whole human being is, there are 3 billion genes are sequenced now. The Human Genome Project has shown how many genomes are there in a human being. As Krishnamurti said, human consciousness is one. In the same manner, human genome is one. That is what we study in biology. But all of the DNA are not activated. All sequences are not activated.
Sir, can I ask one more question before anybody else asks? So when you were talking, it sounded to me as if even our etheric body, the other bodies, astral body, etheric body, there is some DNA component of that. Means like our physical body is made of made by our DNA. Is it right to say that these other bodies also have some DNA element which is making them, or that is not the case?
That is what 12 standard DNA we described. How these are concerned with the astral body, mental body, emotions, thought. One by one dimensions they are changing. But the science has not yet accepted this one. We are connecting.
But then in that case, that other DNA which is making the other bodies is made of that type of matter, not physical matter. Correct?
Yes, yeah, that type of matter. You are right. Therefore, we call it as a junk DNA. We don't know about them. So it is there. There is a coil, and we saw that how much a big coil is there, and only 2 strands are used. And whatever 2 strands, that 3 billion gene sequence are used. So many are there. And we are thinking in this line, how this 12 stranded DNA has come. But it is a friction, you can call it as a friction, but still something it stimulates, and how we relating with our gotras and etc. It's really interesting. I think we can move.
Any other question? Anybody else has questions, please?
Pradeep Reddy raised his hand.
Yeah.
So he may. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for Shinde ji. It's always wonderful to listen to you, especially being a biology student, listening to a biology professor. It's taking me to my college days. Yes, my question is very simple. We know by Madam Blavatsky's writing that each physical atom has its representatives or has its twin atom in the spiritual world or in the world or in the plane which we call as astral plane, mental plane, and so on. So therefore, if whatever physical double-stranded DNA that we have, if they have their copies or their twins or their representative atoms in these spiritual planes or in the sensitive planes, which are not visible to our eyes, put together, can we call that as this 12-stranded DNA? Or are you telling that the 12-stranded DNA, the entire thing is already present in the physical plane at the physical body level? That I missed, maybe it happened in the beginning of the speech, so I missed that point. So that is my question.
Yeah, your question is right. We know only two-stranded DNA. And Human Genome Project is working on that two-stranded DNA. But the scientific community has accepted these are not only the DNA which are active, there are only 1 or 0.5% of DNA is active, remaining is inactive. And now that inactive part of these are connected with what we say, what HPB says, it is the astral, mental, and higher mental, atmic, and buddhic. Maybe we don't know, but we are thinking in those lines. Now people are thinking the 12-stranded DNA, and they are connecting how it is connected with the dimensions also, up to 7th dimensional growth. When fully are developed, what we must remember is what energy we get it from the food, and we store it during our sleep, and energy is consumed during when we are wakeful. But energy is focused through what we practice, dharana, dhyana, but energy contracts through fear, and energy falls through desires. In samadhi, energy unites with the infinite. In the universal, it dissolves completely. This is what we see the journey of energy. And if we remember, this is the complete science of energy. And DNA is the molecule, energy molecule that carries life after life through permanent atoms, as Ganesh Kumar said, in the terms of vibrations.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sheetal.
Sheetal, bole?
हाँ जी. Yes, sir. You said that a girl carries
Gotra.
Gotra, which is silent in her.
Yes.
Then what happens after marriage? Which Gotra she carries?
No, it remains silent, but it doesn't mean that she don't have that. That Gotra, she accepts the Gotra of the male, their husband's Gotra.
So it's physical only.
Yeah, it's physical only. But it remains silent there. That is what Gotra science says.
But then what happens with her Gotra, or where it is used?
It passes through the male, through his son.
Through her son.
We don't know much about it.
Okay. And what you say, strands, means
No,
only
why I am focusing
reproductive.
because only Gotra of male is asked, never about during marriage. Even when Sita married Rama, that time Rama's Gotra was asked, not considered, not Sita's Gotra.
But we ask Mame Kul, that is, does that also uh, carries any meaning? Mama's Kul.
One question, please.
The Gotra is more Sanatana Dharma.
Yes,
Hello.
Mr. Mohan. Yes, sir.
Good
And
afternoon
one
to
more
good evening to all the participants and listeners,
Good evening.
and regards to all of you, and namaste to Professor Shinde and all of you. One question is, what is the function of RNA in DNA? That RNA has been invented by Dr. Hargobind Khurana, Nobel laureate. What is RNA and what is its function in DNA, please?
No, RNAs are produced by the DNA.
RNA is produced by
DNA. And RNAs are, it is said also, its role is in protein synthesis, we know very well. We have studied very well. RNA are memory molecules. Sometimes we accept them as the memory molecules.
Thank you.
Sir, some questions regarding previous time's talk.
Okay.
Can we say that the right brain is connected to the higher mind and the left brain to the lower mind?
Yes. Right and left. No. Actually, left is connected to the higher mind because there is a cross, left and right. And because Kundalini also, they twist. Right brain is connected to the higher mind, left brain is connected to the lower mind, but functioning in the brain, especially what we say, two cerebral hemispheres, left and right, they are crossed, and their functional aspect is different. How they act in material life, it is different again. We know very little about the brain also, actually.
The last time you used this word light code. Today also I think you used. What do you mean by light code?
Light?
Code.
Light?
Code. COD. You said you use this word light code.
Light code. See, there are beings of light. We don't know much. Even here also I used that one. Our consciousness can see those light entities.
Light walkers are there. Yes.
Light code?
Yes. Light walkers are there. Light walkers.
Light code.
No, light code. Yes. What is light code?
In what context I used it, I don't remember now.
I can't tell you, sir. I didn't write that down.
Okay. Any questions are there? You can read those. Somebody has written.
Sir, you mentioned something very nice. You said we have to heal what connects us to a toxic person. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, sir? We have less, our time is over, but this is very useful point.
That means people are healing, they are practicing the healing. And if you are not connecting and sending the healing powers, even masters told to Colonel Alcott, stop healing, because that immediately affects to the healer. So only that part which you have with you can send him. So if you are really practicing the healing and you are pure, then you can send the pure thoughts. Otherwise, you cannot do that one. That is what it indicates. Whatever you have, that you can give. In short, that is what I want to mention here.
Any other questions?
There is question from Sital Gold. Does only reproductive DNA plays the main role of transferring all genes types or traits? Something like this.
Yes, yes. Same DNA is there throughout. Human genome is one. Same DNA, same sequence. There are 3 million sequences that are mapped now. That Human Genome Project says. Same, but their permutation combination gives the variations. And
So
always it is in a triple. Always it is in triple. Adenine, guanine, thymine, like this. 3 units. Trinity is always there for protein synthesis. If you study the protein synthesis, how protein molecule is produced by these nitrogenous bases and pairs of DNA.
And her second question, as we reach higher, means probably expansion of more consciousness, expansion of our consciousness. Does our DNA change?
Yeah, that is what we activate our higher strands. Whatever 12 strands are there, we are activating those DNA strands. And therefore, we are expanding our consciousness in space and time. That is what diagram of meditation of HPB, the very first instruction. Try to expand your consciousness in space and time. I think this is happening in the invisible world. We know very little of it. But let us have faith and belief in that. Why should we have orthodoxy mind? Let us have hope. We can expand our consciousness.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, then I think we can end. Thank you so much, Shindeji. It was very interesting. Usually I have to listen to it 2 more times to understand it better. I will do that later in the week. And so let's all close together and thanking our speaker. And I'm just closing with a Hebrew prayer since we discussed Kabbalah and the tree of life. This Hebrew prayer is, it means how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to sit together in unity. And it goes like this. Hine mato gamyahin, shevetahin gamyaha. Hine mato gamyahin, shevetahin gamyaha. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shindeji. It was so nice.
Thank you to everyone.
The recording is stopped.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You are given a new side to see our DNA. Thanks a lot.
Sir,
Okay, the
I
recording
still
is
don't
stopped.
understand 12 strands. You have to
Shinde
explain it.
ji, I was waiting for the recording to stop so we can just have some
Yeah.
casual discussion. Okay,